Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yo, son. Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Cover.
Off of play action, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right. He's got a man. Complete. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Darnold completes it. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Let's go, son. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Block 54. Come up the ball. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Flynn trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
2nd and 10. It's wearing the tight end with it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd and 2, Brewer toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st down, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
50 on sight. 53 is the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All day, every day, any day.
X3, 218, chopper.
You got me, double up. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
To throw is Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I'll know.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 9, check 9.
Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now Darnold going deep. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Brewer. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike's 54. Mike 54.
5.
Looking to throw. Brewer. Gonna throw right side here, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Go on. Jim. Snap.
Now a give, right side. It's Flynn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Mike. Watch the pass.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bound to lose one.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, zoom. Go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Go.
From the gun, Brewer. Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score as they are able to cut into that lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. 72 jump
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Darnold on 3rd down. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Returnable here from the 38. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 1st down, Flynn. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Delta. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
You can't block me.
Throwing on 1st down. Brewer. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Darnold. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Darnold now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Ready up.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Get in the right room.
Look at me. Go. Go. He's checking. Go.
On 3rd and 2, Brewer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
We got to get the ball. See, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. Now throwing on first down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on first. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Darnold now to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Darnold from the gun. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Off the draw, here's Michel. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, it didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Buying time to his Darnold. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a give, right side. It's Flynn. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Get it.
From the gun, Brewer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
You ready?
Yes, yes. Hey, echo.
50's the money. 50's the money.
They'll try and throw for it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Go set. 58, come on. Blue there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
son. 58, come on. Ready?
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, right?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Michel, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Sony Michel with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 16, Darnold. He's got it. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Let's go.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Yo, Jackrabbit. Come on, lead grip.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike's by 4.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Brewer. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Flynn. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brewer. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brewer. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the curve.
Hey, I 7.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10. Brewer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Talking about.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brewer. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brewer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming.
On 4th down, Brewer. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Got it. Let's go now. 60 or.
54. It's a party now.
They'll run on 1st down. Flynn. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Alpha.
Mike, 53.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Brewer. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Here we
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
53, check 53. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Big grip.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Smooth.
53's mine. Check 53's mine.
Hey, Sam off.
You better be afraid of me.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Buzz.
On 4th down. Throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa, and that one belonging to the Buccaneers. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Hey, here we go.
Put up.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay
sweat.
with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.